Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin can now be forming a new symmetrical triangle and the breakout might be only a few hours ago. Get ready and let me show you why. Now, first you're going to see, for the past few hours, Bitcoin is right now still trading slightly below our recent high after taking the liquidity at approximately 76,000 US dollars. Sure, we got right here the initial rejection back down, but right now we are chopping around at this specific area at approximately 74,600 US dollars, and we might even be forming a brand new symmetrical triangle. Also, in yesterday's video, I definitely shared with you that we were getting quite a significant bearish absorption. Lower highs were being formed on Bitcoin right here, while the CVD indicator got a major push towards the upside. What does it mean? Buying pressure was coming in, not able to push the price higher. Lower high was formed, higher high on Bitcoin, but of course you're going to notice that Bitcoin, even though we were getting bearish absorption, did not get another push down. We are right now experiencing another rotation back towards the upside. To be honest, at least as right now, I do remain in my short trades on Bitcoin and also on Ethereum. However, I did get stopped out on my short trade on XRP, and also the stop loss on the short trade on Solana is right now at break even. If we are going to go slightly higher, I am going to get stopped out, and the only trades I'm then still going to have open is going to be a small long trade on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, and also on XRP. Later in the video, I'm going to show you exactly one very important level where potentially we might even fire another long or a buy trade, because it is going to be a very important one. But right now also, what you can notice when we do go with our Ehler stochastic CG oscillator, I'm going to go right here on the daily time frame where you can right to see we are definitely getting a push towards the upside, while Bitcoin is not really following. Bitcoin for the past few days has been going higher and higher and higher, and the indicator right here got quite a major push down from the overbought area. And you can right now see we are being very close towards the oversold right here, which could potentially be some kind of a bullish Bitcoin indication. Last time we were in the oversold right here and also oversold right here, Bitcoin definitely got some kind of a very small rotation back towards the upside. So what we are having right now on the daily, it is going to be a bullish indication. On the other hand, what we are having right now on the weekly time frame, it is definitely going to be a bearish Bitcoin indication. So this could right now potentially mean, because of the daily time frame, and of course also because the overall trend, looking at the exponential moving averages on the 4-hourly, 2-hourly, and also on the 1-hourly time frame, Bitcoin might still get another rotation back towards the upside, take out the recent high, and maybe even hit our next higher target. I am going to show you in a moment. But on the other hand, if we start losing the support level, we are also going to talk about major red flag, and only in this scenario I would say probably lower targets are then going to be very likely. So at least as right now, I'm not trying to predict if Bitcoin does go up or if Bitcoin does go down. I simply am right to paying attention to a very important level, and simply if broken down, red flag, let's look for lower. But until it is actually broken down, ideally I would like to get a breakout towards the upside out of our symmetrical triangle. So what you can right to see, we are connecting the lower highs with a trendline area of resistance, and I'm also right here predicting where potentially the bottom of the triangle is going to be. And yes, if we are right going to go lower, Bitcoin is going to hit a beautiful support level where potentially we can then say, okay, we are forming a brand new trendline area of support, which is going to be the bottom of the triangle. And only then, of course, we are going to see if Bitcoin does get a reaction right here, and then finally a breakout towards the upside. The target of this specific triangle, it is definitely going to be quite high, because right now measuring the opening, putting the trend line on the potential breakout right here, it does look like we can be looking for targets at approximately 77,000 US dollar area. That is right now why I would really appreciate if you right now smash up the like button, because 700 likes are definitely possible right here. And of course also, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Now, let me do show you what is going to be our first very important support level you should really pay attention to. If Bitcoin right here, right now, it is going to get just a slight bigger push towards downside, we are going to go on the daily time frame, because because right here Bitcoin did confirm a brand new daily high-term time frame area of support exactly at $74,136.8 US. So we are going to identify the first high-term time frame area of support. Additionally, Fibonacci from our low back towards the high. The golden Fibonacci ratio is coming in almost exactly at our daily high-term time frame area of support. But also right now what we can do, we are going to be measuring the entire upper price section with our volume, and you're right now going to notice that the point of control and also of course the value area low are coming in approximately at this specific area. So I would say like that, if Bitcoin maybe even right now while I record this specific video is actually going to hit this specific support area right here, yes, I am very interested to fire another long or a buy trade with a clear, very simple invalidation level below our support level. In a case we break it towards some side, major red flag, and only in this scenario I'm then going to get stopped out of my long trade. And of course I also then do remain in my short trade on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, and also Solana. So let's right now see in the upcoming hours what is going to happen. But again, if this specific support level right here is right to going to hold, if Bitcoin does right here get some kind of a reaction back up, we might be looking right here for a breakout out of our symmetrical triangle and for Bitcoin to then finally go above the recent high. Now also, what is going to be our much higher, and in my opinion at least, a much more important price target if Bitcoin does continue higher? What I'm right now going to do, remember from our yesterday's video, we talked about a significant trendline area of support connecting the all-time high with the lower high going on the logarithmic scale. You can now see that technically speaking, the target we can be paying attention to right here, it is going to be at approximately $77,000. And remember what I said before to you, the price target of our symmetrical triangle, now again, measuring the opening, putting the trend line on the potential breakout, it is going to come in, I'm not even joking right here, exactly at our major trend line area of resistance. So definitely, if we go higher, pay attention towards this specific area because clearly it is going to be a very important one. If Bitcoin then does go even higher towards the upside, remember what we were also saying yesterday, the next target I'm going to be looking for here, it is going to be the daily high-term time frame area of resistance coming in at approximately $78,700. And this specific level is also not a random one, going on the normal scale without the log scale and going right now with our bigger ascending channel. It really does look like that our daily high-term time frame area of resistance is going to come in the area of the top of our ascending channel. So the price targets, if we go right now higher, are very, very clear. We know exactly what we are right now paying attention to right here. But of course, also we know exactly where potentially Bitcoin is right now going to get a bearish scenario, which right now means a major rotation back towards upside. Again, I would like to get right here another rotation back up, unless with a very clear, very simple invalidation level below our daily high-term time frame area of support at approximately 74,100. Losing this level, major red flag. Let's look for lower. Until then, because at least as of right now, we are still in quite a significant uptrend because Bitcoin is not getting any major rejections after taking the recent high right here, but also right now because the Adler stochastic CG oscillator is being in the oversold area. Let's see if Bitcoin can right now go slightly higher. And again, we know exactly what are going to be our higher targets, talking about a big trendline area of resistance on the log scale at approximately 77,000 or maybe even higher, the top of our ascending channel, maybe even the daily level right here at $78,600. And that is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free $20,000 bonus without KYC and without VPN using the second link down below in the description, because right now on Bitunix, we are having a very special campaign. Trade to win 20,000 USDT and an iPhone 17. So very, very simply, what you need to do, you register, you deposit, you're already going to get a beautiful bonus right here, but also the more you trade, the bigger your price. And yes, you can actually get a brand new iPhone 17 and a brand new iPhone 17 Pro Max. And also right now, the more you're going to trade and the better you're going to trade, the bigger rewards you're going to get using the second link down below in the description. So definitely, if you're right now looking for another trade right here, I would actually say that it is quite smart for you to get some free bonuses on Bitunix exchange. Now, also, let me show you exactly what is happening on the Bitcoin liquidation heatmap, because because this one right here, to be honest right now, it is quite 50-50 if we go up or if we go down. On the 3-day time frame, yes, sure, we are being slightly more bullish. The biggest liquidations right here are coming in exactly above the recent high at approximately $76,100 area. But the reality is, if we are zooming out on the 1 week, and also later we are going to go on the 2-week time frame, the bigger liquidations are actually coming in not only above the recent high, but also actually below our recent lows. The exact same thing is right now happening if we are zooming out even further on the 2-week time frame, where again the scenario is going to be very, very similar to the 1-week time frame. The biggest liquidations are actually going to be exactly below the recent lows, and that is why I'm right to telling to you, I'm not trying to predict if Bitcoin does go up or if Bitcoin goes down. I know exactly where is our first very important support level. If broken down, bearish indication, only in this scenario we can actually look right here for a much bigger rotation back towards downside for Bitcoin to then finally hit a major liquidations cluster below our recent lows. And not only that, below our recent lows, as you probably know from our yesterday's video, Bitcoin also does have quite an important semi gap approximately at this specific area at $69,000. So definitely, even if we are right now going to go lower, if Bitcoin does start breaking our support level, we can then definitely also target some beautiful price targets with our liquidity levels right here, with our liquidations heat map right here, and of course also with quite an important semi gap exactly below the recent lows. But also right now, when we do pay attention to April returns, yes, usually more often than not, the month of April is being green versus red. You can now notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years the month of April has actually been a bullish month, but only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years the month of April has actually been a bearish month. So looking right now at this specific statistics, it could potentially mean Bitcoin in the upcoming days, it is actually going to continue much higher back towards the upside. But again, the reality is, if we start losing this specific support area back down, in my opinion, major red flag, and only this scenario, we are going to look right here for actually quite a significant push towards upside for Bitcoin to then actually go below our recent lows for a drop of approximately 5.4%. Now, also on the daily time frame money flow indicator, something I did talk about also in yesterday's video, is right now still being in the overbought. Last time we were in the overbought, Bitcoin was trading literally at the all-time high, and then of course we started a major push towards downside. So what we are seeing right now on the money flow is also actually quite a major red flag. So right now, let's see what Bitcoin is going to do approximately at our daily high term time frame area of support. Potentially, we might be looking right here to enter another long rally buy trade. Stop loss below the support level in a case it is going to get broken towards downside. But let's just right now see if Bitcoin potentially is going to continue the trend and actually go above the recent high, maybe even towards our major trend line area of resistance, at least to approximately $77,000 area. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free $20,000 bonus without KYC and without VPN using the second link down below in the description. You register on Bitunics, you deposit, you're already going to get a beautiful futures bonus, but also the more you're going to trade and the better you're going to trade, the bigger rewards you're going to get. And also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.